Oh, you're still there. Thanks for hanging in. Hey, you're the kind of person I'd like to meet and know. Maybe we are during these video logs, but let's get to equipment needed and what you need to do to prepare for some of these exercises that we're going to get into. Not a lot. Basically, I want you to be there, I want you to be in the mindset that's paying a little bit of attention and working with us. Secondarily, shorts, I don't know if you can see the shorts in the screen or not, and a light top. Tennis shoes if you must, but most of these you'll be able to do just in your regular street clothes. Last item is I would like you to have some water nearby. I'd like you to have a jar of water nearby, and I'd like you to take sips of that water intermittently as we go along. I don't want you to take big chugs of it. That's counterproductive, but just sips just to keep going because I want you hydrated through all this. And lastly, an exercise pad is probably a good thing. I have them, of course, because I'm an enthusiast, but you don't necessarily have one. If you don't have one, use the living room rug. Okay, that's all you're going to need. A pad if you have it, some clothes that will allow you to move around a bit and do some stretching and pulling, and last of all, you, the most important ingredient. Hey, we're continuing our motorcycle awareness, health awareness, and stretching and muscle type stuff. Let me mention for me personally, and again, aimed at senior riders here, for me personally, what are my weak points? What are the points that have a higher sense of fatigue and perhaps are more specific to maybe stopping me on a particular ride, looking for a place to pull over and regroup myself and relax? They fall under a couple of areas. The first one for me is cramping. I take a statin, excuse me, not an electrolyte, I take a statin because it moderates my cholesterol. Luckily, I didn't have to take a statin until I was well along in life, but once I did, I discovered that the side effects of that statin were the potential for muscle cramps. So muscle cramps are a stopper for me. If I get a cramp in my hand or my leg, I ain't going no place. I got to pull her over and walk and try and step that cramp off. I will talk about a product that I do use and have used with some success to attack a cramp and make it go away as quickly as I can. It's called Hot Shot. I'll put a link down below and you can try that out yourself. It's repulsive to drink. It's made up of hot peppers, really, but I have found for me it works quite well. I also take a vitamin supplement called CoQ10, once again, link below, and I find that moderates the frequency of my cramps. All right, moving along, cramping for me, maybe for you, I don't know. Secondarily, head, neck area. Head, neck area. That's where I get a lot of my fatigue because in a motorcycle, you're generally set like that looking forward. On the old Panigale, I was really set and looking forward like that. So neck and head fatigue, number two for me, wear points are ways that I might really tire out. On any particular ride, I need to pull over and walk them off or wait for them to abate before I carry on. Okay, third for me, third issue is my hips. Can you see this? I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, my hips and hip sockets. When you're straddling a motorcycle, your legs are generally a little more spread. You're placing more of a strain into your hips and hip sockets. And sometimes when I first hop on the motorcycle, I sit down and I feel those kind of getting ready to cramp or move around, and I have to sit up and straighten up a little bit to get those into a more friendly, or to get my body reminded that it's going to go out on a motorcycle ride and I'm going to have to stay in that position. Another place, the inside of my thighs and those thigh muscles, those big muscles. There you can see them. Those tend to fatigue for me on a motorcycle, and those are areas that I need to be aware of. Sometimes the first time I hop on the motorcycle and I'm heading down the driveway, heading out, and it's a great day, that thigh muscle will feel tight and taut. Once again, I'll need to stand up on the motorcycle and relieve the strain a little bit before setting back down into it. Okay, those are areas, and by the way, no secret, those are the areas we're going to work on when we get into some of the stretching and physical exercises to do. So hang in there, we'll get there. This is going to unfold over a matter of weeks, I hope, and we'll all be educated and able to ride that just that little bit longer. Oh man, am I ready.